Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. We are going to take a look at Everdome. We've not looked at this for a few weeks now, and we've had some decent price action. To be honest, we've had that sell-off from the opening listing. We started off well 8th of February, pushed all the way up to 9.4 cent, and then we've dropped down and we've stopped here. This is where the bottom was. We had a double bottom at 3.8 cent, as you can see those 2 wicks there, close to double bottom, tweezer top bottom, and then we reacted very nicely. Price is currently at 5.5 cent, and we're just above this level of support now. It was resistance, which we flipped to support, and that's the level I've been talking about in the previous videos. Look, we need to get back above that for any bullish momentum. We've now spun that back to support, so fingers crossed we can really start to push on. Looking at this on a weekly time frame, there's not much on it. I mean, we've got about 8 candles there of trading data, so it's not much to analyse. And if you're looking for any levels of resistance up the top, I think you've got one potentially up around there. I mean, it's not too precise, but if you look at this wick here, we've got loads of wicks within this area, so that's up at 5.9 cent. But first, I just want to take a look at some levels to potentially buy, because obviously the price is going up at a minute, but there's always that possibility that we could flip to the downside. And I want to analyse this latest move, because we did this move here. If we look at that entire move from the bottom to the top there, we'll come back down. We did a 38% retracement, we had a few closures below it, but then we had a great reaction, and look at that, bang, straight up into resistance, and rejected initially, and then started pushing up. What I want to do is look at this latest move here, which has been doing quite well, to be honest. And if we look at this in terms of fibs, from the bottom of the move there to that top, I'm looking for some buys back down in this level of support, because if you look at all these wicks here where we rejected here, it's not really acted as support much, so we have paced through it now, but there's a good chance that we may reject out of this current level. So if you are looking for some buys on Everdome, if it's your first time in, or if you're looking to reaccumulate on some areas that you've sold, potentially you sold up here, and you're looking to buy back in, then I would start buying from around here at 5.3 cent, and I'd probably ladder them all the way down to 4.8 cent. May not happen, may not come back down to those levels, but just beware if Bitcoin is calling us bluff and it's not going to push up from now, and we do start to malinger or even drop back down to support, then ultimately altcoins will start to feel the pressure. So just be wary that, I mean, I think here is a good place to buy because it is backing that support, and usually get a retest of that support level, so that's at 5.3 cent, but just hold some BNB or BUSD, whatever you're buying it with, just on the sidelines. USDT as well, this is the tether pairing, this is the OKX chart, by the way, OKX it is now. So just be wary of that. Things, although they look good at a minute, we could soon come back down and retest this level. I don't think so, because I'm more in favour of some bullish price action now. Over the course of the last 4 to 5 months, it's been horrendous, hasn't it? I mean, everything's down, price is down, views is down, users are down, everything's down, but they are the best times to buy. I mean, if you looked at the price dropping down here, you might have thought, oh god, it's just going to keep going, but ultimately the price does bounce at some stage. So we're on a 4 hour area, that's levels where I'd potentially buy 5.1 all the way down to that 4.3 region. But we're looking for sells too, and I've identified this level of resistance here up at 5 let's call that 6 cent, up at the top of this negative 618 level. So when I put the Fibonacci on, I also put a couple of negative levels. So if you look at this, negative minus 0.27, I also put negative 0.618. They are confluent areas where you can usually look to TP, so if you're looking to take profit, 6 cent is probably a decent area. And then, to be honest, I think like you're better off just holding on for a bit of long-term price action, because this has been born in a bearish period, and it's not really seen the light of day. I mean, if you look from here to here, wrong tool there, we need the date one. If you look from here to here, we only had 8 days of trading above this level of resistance, so there's not much to monitor there. So that's levels to buy, levels to sell. When we get back above here, when we do get back above 6 cent, I'll jump in some more price analysis and look at another few key levels. Looking at the moving averages here, we've had a bullish cross down here on the 18th of March, so you're talking, what's that, 6 days ago now, a week ago. Bearish cross up here, and usually these are long-term projections, so I'm expecting that the price will continue to push up. Whenever I'm looking for any type of bullish price action, it needs to be above the 50. As you can see, the 50 is a blue line, and we got nicely above that 50 there. Sorry, the green line, we got nicely above that one there. So things aren't looking too bad. When you're back above the 50, that is usually a bullish period. And then we have been hugging onto that 20 down here. As you can see, this 20 has been tapped a few times. The EMAs can be great levels to trade. Whether that's spot trading or leverage trading, you can leverage trade this as well, I believe. Use those EMAs to your advantage. So personally, like I say, I use a 20, I'm a 50, bullish cross there. Price action is all, it's a lagging indicator EMAs, but it can give you a longer term projection of where price is going. Looking at the RSI, it is around, it's quite high actually, 63%, but we've still got plenty of room to grow. Usually when it goes into a grey area, that is overbought, and you could potentially see price rejection. So if you look here at that area, when we did hit 78 on the 19th of March, look there, we did reject. So you can also use that to your advantage, and vice versa. When the price was down here and it was pretty much oversold, we've got a great reaction to the upside. So for me, levels to buy, levels to sell, and I think that now we are creating some good momentum. There's going to be a lot of things coming up over the next 12 to 18 months in terms of we've got the launch to Mars, we've got continuous development of the game, and hopefully the land sale coming very, very soon too. So a lot of things are bullish for Everdome, and it is a decent project. I mean, if you look at Sand, Decentraland, and those two assets, they're not the best quality in terms of graphics ever. I mean, Metahero and Everdome are combined here, and we're going to create something that's completely ultra realistic. So I'm all for that. I think something that looks like potential PlayStation or PC game footage, even real life footage would be absolutely epic. Because especially there's some crypto games that are out there now at the minute that are absolutely horrific. So let's see how well this does. If we're going to look at anything else though, we need probably to drop down to the lower time frames and see what's going on there. And as you can see, we're continuing to again hug that EMA 20 and look at that with a nice tap there. Fingers crossed the price action over the course of this next few weeks just start to materialize. Looking at Bitcoin, it keeps rejecting off that 40k region, but if we stay above here at 42,700, if we do manage to stay above there today, I think we'll really push on, and then I'm looking to target 45,800. If the price does start pushing up there, then fingers crossed, the market will start to maintain some bullish price action. Look at this on the daily time frame on Bitcoin. Bullish cross incoming, so be wary that the pumps should be here very, very soon. But that's it from me today. That's my price analysis on Everdome. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button. Also, join my Patreon if you want. We've got a private Discord server there with lots of things going on.